Hey, good morning and welcome to today's activity. Today we're going to be looking at suffixes with a vowel. Okay, so we're going to look at the ed, er, and ing suffixes. And what we're going to do is we're going to add those to words that have more than one syllable. So, do you know what a syllable is? Are you sure? I know that in music, you've probably heard the word syllable, okay? And it's when we can hear a sound in a word, we say it's a syllable. Let's take a look at some more words that we're going to meet today, okay? And the first one is root word. So a root word is any word, okay? Any word that doesn't have prefixes or suffixes added to it. I'm going to show you what I mean in a minute. A suffix is a group of letters added to the end of a root word. We have the word consonant, and that basically means any letter in the alphabet that isn't a vowel. Okay, so B, C, D, and so on. As long as it's not a vowel, which is A, E, I, O, U. All right, and they have long sounds and they have short sounds. So this is what I mean. Root words are the main base words. So here I have the root word right. I can add a prefix to it, which means I add some letters that go at the start and it becomes rewrite. Or I can add a group of letters at the end and it becomes writer. Okay, so suffixes come at the end of a root word, prefixes come at the beginning. We've learned so much new terminology already today. And a root word is the base word. Okay, so play is a root word, and then I can add the suffix full and it becomes playful. All right. Vowels A, E, I, O, U. Consonants, every other letter in the alphabet. Okay, so now let's take a look at some words for today. Today we have the word gardening, focused, and offering. So what we're going to do is we're going to add suffixes to words with more than one syllable. So for example, garden, focus, offer. They have more than one syllable. So we've got the word gardener, gardening, limited, limiting, focused. Are you focused? Focusing. You should be focusing on this activity. Offered, offering, benefited, and benefiting. I wonder if you can take one of those words and tell me how many syllables it has. For example, the word limited, limited. Limited has 3. Choose a word and can you tell me how many syllables it's got? Do that now. Okay. So, all of these words that I'm going to show you in a minute have what we call an unstressed last syllable. And unstressed syllables are pronounced slightly quieter and at a slightly lower pitch than stressed ones. So what I mean by that is garden, gar is the stressed syllable, den is the unstressed. So we say it a bit more quietly. We say focus, garden, benefit, benefit, ben. So we really hear that ben sound. So these are what we call unstressed last syllables because the end part is much quieter. Offer, offer. Root words like this do not change when we add any of the suffixes to them. So when I add to the end, it becomes gardener. Yeah? Limited. However, some are stressed, which means forget. begin. You hear that gin sound, begin. You hear that gin sound, which means it's stressed a little bit more. Don't worry if you're a little bit confused about all of this, okay? What you need to do is you need to just see the patterns, okay? So for getting, we have to add another T. Beginning, we have to add another N. Preferred, we have to add another R. Okay, so let me just recap. If the word is unstressed, like garden, we just add the suffix. Okay, so all of these kind of words from today, we just add the suffix. However, if they are stressed, we have to add another of the last letters first. Okay, so I've given you two examples at the top. Listen, listener. Be a good listener. You listened really well. Thank you for listening so well. Travel. So these are my root words, okay? And then what I want you to do is I want you to spell out the word with the right consonant. Now be careful because some of them might not have one for each. So for example, we might not say limiter. That doesn't sound quite right. Or we might not say offerer. Okay, so just be careful, but think, here's my root word. I'm going to add to it. How do I spell it? Here's my root word. I'm going to add ed to it. How does it look? When you've done that, I would like you to choose 3 words from today, and I would like you to write me a sentence. Don't forget your punctuation and try to add your conjunctions. So check out my example. I offered the gardener a cup of tea because he was working so hard to make my garden look beautiful. Because is my conjunction. Offered and gardener are my words from today. 3 good sentences. Here are this week's spellings. And if you have time, give the word search a go.